Good morning, baking industry participants. Recently, Fair Work Australia made a decision that a young lady was fairly dismissed when she forged a medical certificate for a 4-day period. Not only was the medical certificate forged, but the medical certificate was not even issued by the doctor of the particular surgery. So what I thought I'd do today is just very briefly run through some of the evidentiary requirements when someone claims sick leave. All employees have 10 days sick leave under the Fair Work Act. That's 10 days or 76 hours. So what do they need to provide in order to get paid? The employer will need to provide, if required, evidence that is satisfactory to a reasonable person that the employee was sick. Now that's not a medical certificate. The Act does not say that someone definitely needs a medical certificate. They need to provide evidence that is satisfactory to a reasonable person. That might be a note from your mother, it might be from a naturopath, chiropractor, or some other medical type person. So a medical certificate cannot be required by an employer before payment is made. So in essence, if somebody comes in sick, they need to provide some proof that would satisfy a reasonable person that the person was ill. So allied to that is the idea that the employee needs to provide some evidence and it must be required by the employer. You can pay an employee sick leave if they're a genuine employee and you feel as though they have normally been sick. Secondly, the employee must also telephone you or contact you in some way in order to tell you the duration of their sickness. So the employee must not only contact you to tell you they're not available, but give you, in the words of the Act, they must advise the employer of the period or expected period of leave. They also must give you notice as soon as practicable that they will not be ready or willing to start work that day. So in summary, an employee must not only contact you and tell you how long they're going to be sick for. If required, they must provide evidence that is reasonably, that would satisfy a reasonable person if they are ill before you pay them. So feel free to talk to an employee about the evidence that they need to provide in order to get paid. If they don't provide evidence that is reasonably satisfactory to you, then the employee will not get paid. If you have any questions, please give me a call at the association.